Good morning, chat, and happy Monday. Boys, we are back. Hopefully no lag today. I don't see many drop frames yet. So yeah, Friday's stream was like crazy laggy. I don't know what's going on with that. Guys, today...
Yo, Paladin Gaming.
AJ, thanks for the 2-1 sub, 32 months. Today, I think we might be trying some Mistfall Hunter. Okay, look. It has been on my to-play list for like a week. Everyone says it sucks, besides the people who are playing it, and they say it's amazing. I bought it anyway. I want to make my own judgment, so I think we just play it. If it sucks, then I'll stop playing it, and if it's great, maybe I'll keep playing it. But regardless, I kind of want to see if I like it or not. So there we go. Brevder, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Cracklin, thanks for the Prime. Hodzar, thanks for the Tier 1 sub. W, forming your own opinion. That's what we're going for, man. Gotta, like, see what it's about at least, alright? See what's good with it. And then, if it sucks, guys, the league grind continues. We hit silver on Friday.
Not following the M.
Dude, there we go. Hawk, thanks for the Prime. Yeah, a lot of people says it sucks, so... we'll see. Yo, Rigo, how's it going, man? Good to see you in the chat. I was watching you do something the other day in RuneScape. Yo, Phil, thanks for the Tier 1 sub. Welcome in. If it sucks, Soda and Faye wouldn't be addicted to playing it nonstop. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, but I haven't watched much, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Did you see the dwarves did Molten Core? No way. I didn't see that.
My life and I ended up playing all weekend.
Oh, crap.
I blame you.
Sorry, bro. Dude, League is really fun. League is fun. It's actually, like, getting more fun as I get a little better. I mean, I'm not, like I say getting better very lightly. Like, I'm silver instead of bronze or iron. But, hey, man, we hit silver on Friday, if you guys missed that, which I was really happy about. It took us 5 days to go from bronze 4 to silver, so I'm, like, generally pretty happy with that progression. And I'm kind of eager to play some more, but I do want to try Mistfall. So I think we'll do Chill Out, Reacts, Mistfall, League, something like that. Unless we get addicted to Mistfall, then we'll play more. So, we'll see. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. 2 weeks from silver to gold next. I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious as to why you're not using WASD in League. I tried it. It just didn't feel that good. I don't know. I thought it would feel better, but since you're still like from the top-down angle, it feels weird. That's pretty much all I can say. Yeah. You'll get addicted to Mistfall? Oh, we'll see. What's Mistfall? It's an extractor, a fantasy extractor, like Dark and Darker. Kind of like that. Have you seen this video? He did Lothub as well. Got timed out, but I think I have, yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about. I moved my camera and League with WASD. Yeah, some people do that. I know Pika does that. That feels really awkward, like hard to do. I don't know. It seems like, I feel like my camera movement with the mouse feels fine. Like, I don't really think about it too much. It just kind of happens, so there it is. What drops is there? Are the WoW drops over? I just have had it in my title for like a month. Maybe they just ended. I've been stuck silver jungle all year, rip. Dude, silver gaming is, I feel that. Why does No Hit Jerome use your background for his shorts? I have no idea, man. Hey, Night Hunter, good morning. What do you do for your hair? You probably answer this a lot. Nothing at all. I just got out of the shower. I downloaded Mistfall also. Excited to see some more gameplay. I haven't played it yet. I literally just bought it and it's sitting there. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, if it sucks, it sucks, but at least I want to try it. Hey, good morning, Red Clover. How's it going? What do you mean you just shower? Yeah, I just got out of the shower, bro. My hair's wet. That's what I mean. You've been running lately? I have not been, no. I'm dealing with some, like, neck injury, and running seems to hurt it. Walking seems to hurt it. Pretty much anything except biking and machines seem to hurt it. So I've been doing some stationary and some, like, machines at the gym. That's pretty much all we're working on right now. Osam, thanks for the Prime, brother. Excited to see Sark play some new games and for some League. Dude, it's been a crazy variety arc. I actually didn't really expect to do this much variety, I'm going to be honest with you guys, but it's going pretty well. Dare I say, between Minecraft, Warcraft 3, League, try some Mistfall today. I've actually been really enjoying myself. So it's pretty cool. Hey, Alley Cat, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Hey, Mugshots, good morning, man. It's been fun watching. I'm glad you're enjoying, Zars. Can you react to more Minecraft videos? Potentially. I I watched that new world record from Skycrab a few days ago. Holy crap. Well deserved. Well deserved. Dealing with 3 herniated discs in my neck. Yeah, same, basically. Sucks. Yeah, I feel that, man. Sending you some love. Yeah, I'm doing some stretching too, Robert. Yep, doing some stretching. Machine stretching and some stationary. That's kind of what we're doing right now. Because it's what we can do. So it works out. Kinda. Are you interested in trying Mage and Mistfall? Oh yeah, of course. Definitely. Are you going to do more hardcore WoW in the near future? Definitely more hardcore WoW. I don't know if it's going to be near future or distant future or medium future. But yes, more hardcore, of course. That's like, to be honest, that's like mainly what I do here on the channel. So it's absolutely more of that. Terox, 5 gifted subs. Dude, you were gifting subs last week and you were the top gifter of Friday. And now you're back this week. Thank you very much, Terox. Appreciate you. Did you hear about the glisten loop for home neck decompression? Glisten loop. Haven't heard of that, no. Oh, okay, I've seen that. I've actually done something similar to that. Kind of freaks me out, though. Terox with 5 more gifted subs. Let's go. Thank you very much, bro. Welcome in, guys. Terox, thank you. You rock. Enjoy not watching ads. Yeah. How was the weekend? It was nice. It was relaxing. Terox with 10 gifted subs. 5, 5, 10, 20 total gifted subs from Terox. Level 6 hype train carried by Terox here this morning. Thank you. Enjoy not watching ads, my friends. I appreciate it. Okay. You rock. The weekend, yeah, it was good. Okay, Terox, 10 more gifted subs. Yo, Terox, can you confirm you're a human being and not like a cat jumping on the keyboard, gifting subs over and over? I don't know if this is like legitimate or not. To be frank, I'm not a bot. Okay, Terox is not a bot. Confirmed right there. If you were a bot, you'd have to tell me, I think. So, all right, Terox, level 7 hype train. Pretty much solo. It's 30 gifted subs to start off the Monday morning. There we go. Ollie, thanks for the tier 1 as well. Yes, the weekend was good. Relaxing, kind of chilled out. Terox, 5 more gifted subs. Okay. Thank you, brother. Welcome in, guys. Enjoy not watching ads. There we go. Oh my gosh. Hi, Xaryu. I love you. What up, Dwight? How's it going? Do I take creatine? Yes. Do you find it makes you fluffy? No. How did you manage your neck? Front lever, I think. Have you given trying old school MMOs like Guild Wars 1 a try? Yes, that's definitely on the to play list. The what EverQuest Legends just came out? Is that what it is? I was thinking about playing that too. League Silver today. Yeah, we hit Silver on Friday. I'm actually pretty amped about it. I know Silver isn't that impressive to anyone, or to probably to anyone, but for me it's a big deal because last year it took me like a month and a half to get to Silver. It was a brutal grind last year, I'm not gonna lie. So to get there this quick makes me feel like, cool, I have retained some of my knowledge from last year, my coaching, the time we put in, you know? So I feel pretty good about getting Silver because we were Iron not so long ago. So anyway, happy with that. Is gold the new goal? No, I still actually don't have a ranking goal. Silver wasn't my ranking goal either. My goal is to get better at the game and have fun. Like, if we go up in rank, that's cool. But, you know, I could have a really bad couple days and drop down to Iron. That's not the point. The point is I want to learn more about the game. Terox, 10 gifted. I'm not even going to try to do the math anymore. I'm just going to look at the top of the screen. That's 45 gifted subs to start off this beautiful Monday morning. Terox, thank you very much. All 45 of you enjoy not watching ads. There we go. There we go. When learning to improve, do you find it better to watch better players' gameplay? Yes, yes. That is probably like one of the best things you could do. Top 3. It would be like playing yourself, watching VOD review of yourself, and then watching pros. Those are probably like the top 3 things you could do, right? or not even pros, but people like way better than you, providing some type of educational content and not watching it passively, but watching it actively of like, what would I do in this situation? Oh, okay, I'm wrong because they did this. Why did they do this? Okay, I'm going to assume they're right in doing this. So let me try to understand why they actually made these decisions that they made. And you kind of like are like actively watching. That's actually like one of the best ways to learn, I think. Bum, 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 bum. Are you going to play the new retail patch next week? No, no plans on it. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Bone broth? I think it's great, man. Enjoy. Watching other players is actually a terrible way to learn the game. They are processing things you aren't aware of. I completely and respectfully disagree with you. But I will say it's even better when the good players are commentating what they're thinking about, because then you can understand what they're thinking about. So if you're watching a streamer who's really good and they're explaining their thought process, that's amazing. That's like best case scenario. I have some chicken thighs. How should I cook them? Stainless steel pan is my favorite for chicken thighs, or grill. Grilling chicken thighs kind of owns. If you have a grill, I'd say send the grill. Savage, thanks for the prime. Appreciate it. To learn jungler, I watch Sawyer and he commentates everything for every champ. Oh, it's so amazing. Yeah, watching players that are good commentate owns. If they're explaining it, that's fine, but just playing, you're not learning, you'll just feed trying to replicate. I completely disagree with you. I think one of the best ways of learning is to watch someone who's really good. Like I said, if they're explaining it, great. But if they're not explaining it, you're not just watching. You are actively asking yourself questions and learning. For example, you're sitting there thinking, okay, what are they going to buy next? I would buy this. And they go back and buy, and you're like, oh, they bought something different than I would have bought. Why did they buy that? Oh, that buy actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's assume they're right here. Like, that's interesting. Okay, let's learn from that. Or they're backing right now. Where am I going to go after I back? Would I go top, medium, or a top, middle, or bot lane when on the back? I'd probably go top. Oh, they're going bot. Why? Oh, his TP's up. He's going to go bot and then TP into the play. Oh, that makes sense, right? Like, so you have to constantly ask yourself these questions, right? And watch them actively and learn from that. I think it's one of the best possible ways of learning anything. Like, not just League. Like, say you want to get really good at like anything, right? You just watch someone who's really good and ask yourself all of these questions about why they're doing these things, and it's like critical thinking. Exactly. Yeah, I think it's one of the best possible ways to learn anything. Definitely. Any athlete watches other players' films. Oh, it's fantastic, man. Totally. One of the ways that I learned that this was such a powerful tool was back when I played Hearthstone, actually in 2014. Kind of like when it came out. I think it came out around there in 2014. I think like around that year, right? Like somewhere in there. 2012? It must have been like 2013, 2014. Anyway, I never really played Hearthstone. In fact, I didn't even buy Hearthstone. I just watched other streamers play Hearthstone because I thought it looked kind of fun because I was a WoW player. And I was like, what's going on here, right? I don't really understand the rules of the game. I don't really understand. I've never played the game, but I just watched top Hearthstone streamers, the rank 1 legends and stuff like that for a few weeks. But I wasn't just watching, right? I was actively watching. I was thinking about, okay, if this was me playing, what would I do next? Okay, they didn't do that. What did they do instead? Oh, they did this. Okay, well, let me try to predict that next move and the next move and the next move. So I wasn't just watching. I was literally like pretending I was playing through their screen and did that for a while. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to play Hearthstone. I'm going to play, right? So I bought the game and downloaded it on stream. And I went rank 25 to legend in 2.5 days after never playing the game. Why? because I was thinking of all of my moves from through other people's screens for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So even though I never played, it was almost like I pseudo played, right? So this is one example. Another example, there was a study of someone who was, I'm gonna butcher this, but it was basically someone playing the piano for like 6 weeks and practicing to get better, and another group of people who did not play the piano, but they were thinking about playing the piano. They were sitting there thinking about playing it, right? Just going through in their head, closing their eyes, and imagining as if they were playing it. And at the end of the 6 weeks, the results were super fascinating. The group that was playing the piano, of course, got better. And the group that was thinking about playing the piano and meditating on it got nearly just as good by not even playing. Is this like crazy, right? The visualization, that's right. So anyway, when it comes to watching pros, when it comes to getting better at something, that visualization or like watching someone but like pretending you're actually in there, one of the best possible things you could ever do. So anyway, that's a 10-minute answer to basically say I completely disagree with you. It's fascinating stuff, yeah, but I've seen it work time and time again. It's pretty awesome, man. Rate deviled eggs 1 to 10. Maybe like an 8 or something. It's been a while actually, but I feel like I enjoyed them last time I had them. It's been a while. What a great explanation, bro. There it is. Lol, well explained. Yeah. If you like Mistfall, are you gonna tell Pika to get it? Sure. Yeah. That's fine. Football fans undermine your point, but I appreciate the effort. I would disagree with you completely. Football fans are not actively watching. They're passively watching. They're just sitting back and enjoying the show. And that's fine. But if someone who is a football coach was actively watching every single play and every single thing and actively trying to understand why is the coach making these calls, they could probably become a lot better. Now, is it going to make you better athletically? No, right? That's a different conversation. I think you're aware of that. But yeah, if someone is actively watching, I would say they would absolutely get better at like coaching the game, but not like actually throwing a football. That's the difference though. Active watching versus passive. Anyway, if you're actively watching something, oh yeah, it'll absolutely help. Absolutely. Are you playing TBC still? Okay, yes, no, yes and no. I'm Black Temple attuned and Hyjal attuned. Well, Hyjal attuned and essentially Black Temple attuned. I have to do Hyjal first though, of course. I have a few, okay, a couple things. I am probably going to be out of town at the end of this month, and that's when the TBC patch comes out. The reason I'm out of town is because that's when the new retail patch comes out, and that's usually the best time to be out of town because Race to World first. So I try to be out of town during those times. So I don't think I'll be here for the TBC patch, and I don't have anyone to raid with because my raid team kind of quit. So I don't know. I don't know the plans. But I would like to play, but I don't like, so yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Advice taken from the PPC. He's also taking vacation. This is advice to any WoW streamer. It's like, I think it's really tough to like, as a streamer, like plan time away because you feel like you're missing something all the time. Or at least that's how I feel. Maybe how Peo feels too. But Peo actually did give me this advice, and he said like the best time to do anything is during Race to World first because, you know, everyone wants to watch the race, including myself. So that's the time to be away. Instead of streaming over it, just watch it and go take some time off. So it's like, yeah, it's every 6 months, so it's like twice a year. Kind of works out. So anyway, well, I try to be gone every race, so I'm not streaming over it and can touch some grass as well. W advice, yeah. Thank you to Peo for that one. I think it like mentally helps me out because like, okay, I think I have trouble like being away, you know. But it's like, okay, if it's okay mentally, okay to be gone twice a year, it's like, okay, we can do that. When is BlizzCon? September, early September. You have any tips for getting into the gym? I've been struggling figuring out workouts that target strength over aesthetic. I mean, I could tell you a lot of stuff, but for me, I think one of the things that keeps me actively excited to go to the gym over like a decade or more is progressive overload. So, for example, what I do is I have a log of all my lifts and all of the weights that I hit on those lifts from the past week, and I make it my entire goal going into the next week to try to get like 1 more rep or like 2.5 more pounds and like try to progress somewhere. So it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm actually stronger than I was the past week. Now, you're not going to make gains every single week, but over the course of many, many months, or over a 6-month period or an 8-month period, like you will see those numbers go up, and it's motivating and it's exciting because you're like, I am literally progressing and I'm stronger. So like that's what keeps me addicted, and that feedback loop is really fun and exciting. Yo, Czar, what's up, Ben? Good morning, man. Would you prefer to go to the gym with a friend or by yourself? By myself. I'm more of like a loner in that regard. Like I'm trying to lock in. I'm not trying to talk. I'm trying to like dial in at the gym. You know what I'm saying? I actually, yeah, don't like talking during my workouts. I lifted a lot more today on chest than I have in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, Prague, baby. If you visualize the gym, it'll make you lift better. Yes, that's another great example. Yes, I like watching people that are professional athletes train, and you once again actively watch them and think, why are they moving the weight this way? What's the tempo they're moving the weight at? Why are they, like, you ask yourself all of these questions throughout their training. Oh yeah, I've learned a lot that way. It's actually probably like the way I've learned the most with training is watching professionals train and think, why are they doing this? You know. Have I ever seen a Zwift for cycling? I've not seen that mugshots. I heard you get gains while playing League. I mean, you theoretically could, because you're resting after training, playing League. You could be making gains while playing League. So that's how it goes. What do you think are the reasons visualizing has that effect? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Like if you think about yourself doing something, it's almost as effective as doing that thing. It's incredible. Yeah. You need to try out Mistfall Hunter. It's sick. Dude, we're trying it today. I already bought the game. I actually bought it on Friday or maybe even Thursday, but everyone said it sucked. So I was like, crap, maybe I won't play. But then this morning I woke up and I was like, you know what? Let's form our own opinion and see if it actually sucks. And if it actually sucks, then I won't play. But if it's great, then maybe I will play. So that's what's happening. Terox, 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, guys. How long till you hit gold? If I grinded League only for the next month, maybe I could hit gold. But I don't know if we're going to do that. Well, I might hit more variety. Or maybe I will play League for the next month. I don't know. See how we're feeling. But I think it's possible. I think I would have to... So, I learned this from WoW. In World of Warcraft, everyone would always ask, like, how did you get good? And the real answer is, like, I didn't do anything else from, like, 2004 to 2020. Basically, I never played any other games. I never quit. I never stopped queuing. I never stopped playing. I literally just played Arena every day for that whole time. Well, not 2004. I guess it came out in what, like... When did Arena come out? 2006, I guess? 2007? But most people, what they do is they play for a month, and then they quit, they'll play something else, and then they'll come back, and then they'll play again, and then they'll quit, and they'll play something else. Anyway, to wrap back to the point, with League of Legends, if I wanted to get good, it would take not quitting mainly, right? Like, I can't just play once a year for a week and like expect progress. It would be like playing League only for a year. Like that's how I would get good. But do I want it? Like, am I going to do that? Probably not. I don't think so. Like I want to play variety. but it's really fun. You ever think about playing the older Souls games? Yes, it's actually on my to-play list, yeah. I loved Elden. What about any IRL content? Any plans for that? No plans for IRL content. I think once upon a time, I wanted to do more IRL content. But these days, after a couple of things happened, I got older, I'm married, and I have a son. I really enjoy not IRL anything, to be honest. Like, it's really nice to have, like, my family life, and then I go and stream and have those separated instead of trying to make content from my life, if that makes sense. So, like, not only no, but like super no on that one. Whereas in the past, when I was younger, single in my 20s, I'm like, heck yeah, man, let's make some content about IRL. Like, that'd be fun. But now I'm like, no, absolutely not. You know? So anyway, there we go. Do you find Classic League more enjoyable than Modern League? Just different. I think overall I like Modern, funny enough. But it's Classic League's a lot easier. I feel that keeping the fam out of the videos is respectful. Don't want babies all over the internet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The only advantage of doing IRL is you could step away from 8 hours of streaming and spend more time with the family. Not really, though, because you're making content out of it. So, yeah. I respect that big time. Keeping your life and work separate is good for you. Yeah, you know, like I said, when I was younger, I totally was the opposite. I was like, bro, it would be sick to do a ton of IRL stuff on the channel and this and that. But now that I'm like older and this and that, I'm like, no, actually, absolutely not. You know. How did you manage to get a girl to date you playing that much WoW? I mean, it was my job at the time. Well, it still is, I suppose. I think Shannon would have felt differently if I was playing like 12 hours of WoW a day and I wasn't streaming. If I was playing 12 hours of WoW a day, like just like normally, and then she's like, "What do you do for work?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't work." I think she'd probably be like, okay. Like, it would definitely feel a little different. I would think. Zar, did you check compilation of competitive plays in League like Faker and stuff? Yeah, here and there, yeah. I think those actually, funny enough, are not as good to learn from. I don't think compilations are as good to learn from. It's good to learn from like a whole game, but if you just like watch highlight reels, it's like hard to learn from those. Why did you quit WoW? I still play WoW. Should we type in Twitch or YouTube for a better chance at getting read? So I have all of my chat just go into one chat. So whether you're typing on Twitch or YouTube, you have the exact same chance of getting read. Dante's coaching win? I don't know. Who knows? Thoughts on strictly just running to stay in shape and defined? I mean, you can look up like, well, it depends what kind of running. Like, you can look up physiques of long distance runners, and that's probably about what you would expect if you got into it. Or like top sprinters. Sprinters are a much different build than long distance runners, so I guess it depends on what kind of running. But it'll help your cardio a bit. Don't expect to build much like upper body mass. Maybe if you're like sprinting and you're doing some like sprinting drills on the side of that with like maybe like a kettlebell swing or something with more explosiveness or power. But yeah, I wouldn't like expect upper body mass to magically appear if you're just like kind of running a 5K, right? Do I prefer classic WoW or do I prefer new WoW? I like classic WoW, definitely. Hey, Catch, good morning, man. What's good? Zar's the only multi-streamer I've seen that actually reads and responds to YouTube. I mean, I just put them all into one chat. Like, boom. That's pretty much it. Come get on the RuneScape grind. I don't plan to play any RuneScape anytime soon, but I did say, like, if Classic Plus sucks and I'm just not liking it and I want like an OG grind, like I'd probably make a new Iron Man, to be honest. Any league today? I think that's the plan, but I want to check out Mistfall first. Classic Plus has not been announced yet, no, but it's been confirmed for like a year. Why does your hair look better than Pika's? I mean, guys, he's trying, man, like unbelievable. A new Iron Man? Yeah, my old Iron Man on RuneScape's a group Iron Man, so feel like if I played RuneScape, I'd start fresh. Is Mistfall kind of meh? I haven't played it yet. I don't know. We'll see. Boom, boom. So you met Shannon while you were streaming. I remember you were streaming way back in college from your dorm room. What did your dorm mates think of that? Not to mention girls. I didn't really think of girls in college, which is kind of like weird, I think, for a lot of dudes. But I was just streaming in college. I had no time for like to put my mind there. I was just like streaming and school. You know? Like that's pretty much it. Streaming, school. I study business, yeah. And my dorm mates, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really spent like a lot of like, now that I'm older, I might think about it more, but when I was younger, I never spent any time thinking about what anyone else thought of me. Like zero energy was put into that. I never had the thought, what does this guy think of me? Or what does she think of me? And you might think of like, oh, like, well, that's cool. Like, yeah, people like, that's really healthy. I think it was almost more like autistically in a sense, maybe. Like very naive and very like, I was just in my own world. I never even like thought about that at all. Like arrogance, but good. I mean, I don't even know if it is, I don't even know if it was good or not, but that's just how I was. Like, I think there's some good about it, and there's also maybe some bad. Like, I was just, like I said, I was in my own world. Like, it was good and also maybe not so good. But nowadays, I'm less like that in the sense that, like, my wife has taught me to be more aware of, like, how other people are feeling and stuff like that, which is, like, awesome, which is great. I also do think about, like, other people more, which also might include how they view me. So there's, like, positives and negatives both ways, I suppose. But yeah, dude, back in college, I didn't even think about it. Never thought about it. Johnny, thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate it. 25er. Do you have a degree in business? Yeah. Probably had good parents. Yeah, my parents definitely taught me to be like that. Like, don't like care what other people think, kind of a thing. So I never really thought about that. That's probably a huge W as a streamer, though. Yeah, I think it helps as a streamer. Hanik, thanks for the prime. Do you ever do intermittent fasting? Yes. As someone who lives in the desert, what's the ideal temp to keep the AC at? For the house, we keep it at 74. Before Shannon moved in, I had it at like 69, like 70. But now we have it at 74. So nice, yeah. Very nice. Dang, that's a superpower. I'm so aware of other people. My life has basically shrunk to zero enjoyment. Yeah. I think a lot of people probably struggle with the other side of like constantly comparing themselves to other people and this and that. If that was me, and this is easy for me to say since I feel like I don't struggle with it as much, but I would like if you want a random stranger's advice on the internet, if you want my advice, you didn't ask for it. This is like do you want my advice? Maybe I should ask first. Stanky Link, that's you. I don't know. Do you want? Hey, what up, Kitty? How's it going? Smiling Bear, good morning, man. Yeah, for sure. It's appreciated. Okay. So it's not unsolicited advice anymore. He said for sure. If you want my advice for someone like that, I would 100% be off of social media. I would have no Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I mean, to be honest, you could even do a full internet detox, no Twitch, which means turning the stream off, unfortunately, and YouTube, which means no comparing yourself to other people. Instead, you wake up in the morning and you're like, what am I gonna do today? And you focus on you for a little bit and not focus on what you're not doing and not focusing on what you could be doing of what all these other people online are doing, and all these other people are like flexing all their stuff and this and that. And you're just like, okay, what am I gonna do today? So that would probably be like the best possible advice for someone who's just struggling with comparison trap and this and that. Just get off social media, man. For at least for a while. Not even limit it, just cut it out. It's like telling an alcoholic to like just have like a beer a day or whatever. It's like, no, dude. Cut it out for a while. Have you ever felt like your WoW PvP achievements don't really matter? Like you did it, but now you feel empty afterwards? My WoW PvP achievements made me into who I am today, so I don't really feel that way. I think they were like really big stepping stones for a lot of reasons. But yeah, I think they made me into who I am. Wizard, thanks for the prime, man. Manatic, thanks for the prime too. Bum, 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 ba, bum. If I play Mistfall, I'm playing a mage, bro. Playing a mage. Do. Zara, my son starts kindergarten next week and lost his 2 bottom teeth. Oh my gosh, dude, they grow up fast. Holy crap. That's wild. That is wild. Might be time for some reacts, guys. This has been a real good intro this morning. A lot of real talk. I love it. What's the closest thing to a Frost Mage? Probably Lysandra. Acid Tears. Thanks for the prom. Yo, classy W, man. I don't like Anivia. Anivia I thought was boring. Lysandra's kind of cool, though. Anivia's like modern mage. Lysandra's like classic mage. Hey, Shishi. Thanks for the prime, dude. Do I trim before or after the stream? Before. Other way around, brother? No. I would say absolutely Lysandra is more like mage from like Wrath,
C+ high.
Kata, or Mop. Anivia is like mage from retail. That's so troll. Mixter, thanks for the prompt. What does my typical day routine look like? Monday through Friday I stream, so you know mornings are pretty quick. Probably get up at like 6:30. Either hit like some light cardio or like weight training, and then just hanging out in the kitchen. So making coffee or breakfast, hanging out with Kai, doing some work on my computer, on my laptop, getting stuff ready for the stream for like a good hour usually, and then shower and get live. After the stream, full on dad time between like usually 5 or 5:30 to like when Kai goes down, which is now closer to 8. When it's not so hot out, we'll go to the park and go for a little walk and spend some time outside. But since it's really hot out, we've just been playing in his playroom and kind of messing around. And make dinner. I guess before that, we'd make dinner around 6. So I usually will cook the meat. Shannon will cook the veggies. Do a little combo there, and then clean up dinner, play with Kai for a while, bedtime routine. And then honestly, these days, I've been going pretty much like if Kai's been going down to like 8, sometimes even 8:30. I'm just like, all right, pretty much just like lay down, get some, maybe do some light stretching or reading and go to bed. Like, I'm just like, that's it. So tired by that time. Are you only going for magic focused characters in League? I mean, I play mid, so kinda, but I've played like Diana, who's like melee. I tried a bunch of melee champs last year. Do you guys have a specific meal you make during the week? We pretty much cook like either chicken, fish, beef, rice or potatoes, and like veggies like every meal. Or every dinner, I suppose. Star's the most normal dad on Twitch. Yeah, I've actually had people tell me that. I was talking to Tyler1, and he said, like, I'm the most normal dude, like, most normal streamer he's ever met or something. I don't know. Very normie, guys. I'm a normie. Just like, yeah, pretty much. About what you would expect. Yo, Terox, 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Hype train incoming again? How is that even possible? Okay, Terox, thank you, bro. I was just saying to my wife, our routine is very similar. I mean, that's pretty much how it is. Like those first few years with kids, man, it's like, yeah, like we're not. And once Kai goes down, it's like I'm so tired. Just usually just chill out for a second and go to sleep myself. All right. What else is happening? Have I tried Hwai? Nah, I haven't. He looks really hard though, because he has like a billion spells, right? I played ESO a few times, but I haven't learned much. Learned Trindamir. I'm not super interested in Trind. What's on the agenda? Vibing out, Reacts, Mistfall, then League, I think. Do you feel like you have less energy now than in your early 20s? Yes. Yes. I think it's mainly... This might be cope, but I think it's less to do with age and more to do with being a dad. Like, dude, I didn't realize how much time you have when you, like pre-kids. You're just like I was, like, Kai and Shannon were doing a little trip with grandma the other week last week, and I was home, and I was just like, I turned the stream off, and I was just like sitting there. I was like, I kind of forgot what it was like when it's like everything's just quiet and clean. It's like, okay, there's like so much free time, so much time to just like. Yeah, so yeah, I definitely think it's mainly, like, kids definitely are, like, make you tired. Kind of trying to keep up with them, you know? Not cope, I have a 7-year-old, it's definitely valid. Yeah. Definitely very, very, very tired. But I think that's pretty normal. I don't know if there's any older parents in the chat, like, when your kids are... more like middle school or high school, I would assume you get some energy back in the sense of like, well, you're probably also very stressed in a different way, but you probably have more of like chill time back at that, I would assume, when they're a little older, because they kind of want to do their own thing and stuff. But when they're young, it's like full on. No, it's even worse. Nah, it's just as tiring. Really? Wait, really? Wait, I would assume like when they're like middle school, high school, you have a lot more like of your free time back, no? But you just, I guess you're worrying about stuff more because like, it's like, holy crap, what are they getting into? I don't know. The worrying increases, like the stress. I could see that. I could see the stress increase. Obviously, I'm not there yet, so I don't know. I'm a dad of 4 myself. When their mom takes them to a friend's or something, I don't know what to do with myself. Yeah, you just kind of like sit there. It's like, all right. Yeah. So my wife and I are talking about having kids. We're both 27. Do you feel like you were ready? I felt... So I don't think you ever feel ready to have kids until you have them, in the sense that, like, it's an unknown, right? Like, you just aren't... Like, like we plan to have another baby at some point, and I feel way more prepped for the second one in the sense that it's like, okay, we know what to expect. Like I know what to expect. But the first one you just don't. Like it's very like scary in that sense. But I will say this. I think we were the most ready we could be, which I don't think you can ever be like fully ready. But my sister's a mom, so I'm an uncle. And like, so I've seen her kids and I've spent time with them. So it's like, okay, well, there's that. Shannon and I were married. We had a house. You know, we both spent time in our careers. So it's like, you're never really going to be more ready than we were, but I don't think you'll ever be fully ready. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't call you like, I wouldn't just be like, do you ever feel like fully ready? But we were as ready, I think, as we could have been in a sense. Our main concern is honestly finances. We want to grow the family, but we're just scared, you know? Yeah, that's totally valid. I think that's very realistic as well. I mean, obviously I'm an outsider in this conversation, so I don't really know, but probably giving yourself some time to make sure everything's squared away is probably not a bad idea. So finances are kind of set, because that'll add in a lot of stress for sure. Became a dad 15 months ago. The way it changes your brain is incredible. Oh, it's indescribable. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's crazy. I think the best way I can describe it is like something changes when you become a dad, where every decision that you make throughout the day is no longer about you and no longer even about you and your wife. It's about what's the best for my family. And that's oftentimes a very different answer than what's the best for me. And when you start asking what's the best for my family, everything changes, right? And that changes everything. So like for me, that was like the biggest difference. It's like, oh wow, like your perspectives really flip, right? Someone made a good point. What do you believe is the most expensive part of having a kid? I mean, just the delivery itself is expensive. It's gonna like at least be a few grand or something. And then like diapers, it's like at least that first year, many more thousands. I mean, I guess it depends, but what kind of route you go there. And then, yeah, it's just everything, man. Between like the breastfeeding stuff and the diapers and the toys and like, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, like all of it just kind of adds up. I feel like there's not one massive thing. It's just like every time you then go out to eat, you're buying something. It's just expensive, you know. You spent $5K on diapers on your son for the first year. Wow. Yeah, yeah. People are saying daycare too. Yeah, we're in a position where Shannon can take care of them, but if that wasn't the case, then definitely. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, Hansons, thanks for the tier 1. What a heart! My wife's expecting our first in January. Matt, congrats, dude. Bum, ba, bum. Xaryu, I just never paid my hospital bill and it went away. Really? Nice. I mean, hey, nice that it worked out for you, man. That's wild. All right. Oh my gosh. Let's do Prot Rogue 10 games for 2's cap for you. Yo, Craze, what kind of XP are we talking about here? Oh my gosh. Your no quest you run on the lock inspired me to try a no smartphone run IRL. Dude, W. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's get into some reacts, guys. I've been yapping long enough. I don't know why. It's like really fun shout this morning. Oh, there's actually 2 videos I wanted to watch. There was this new Willy, Classic Plus raids have insane potential. There was also this video that I forgot about this one. Someone in the Discord linked. It was like, it's a video from 15 years ago. And it was, I think, from the original WoW. Actually, here, let me click on it real quick. So look at these screenshots. It was from the DVD that came with the original collector's edition, which I've never seen. So it's like making World of Warcraft's game design from the original collector's edition. So both of those I thought looked really fun. Ooh. We love your yapping, bro. Just yapping all day long. Hey, what up, Wubby? Good morning, man. Oh, Krendor's in the chat. He says, hey man, thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate it. I was watching your Warcraft 3 playthrough after mine. Dude, I was watching your Warcraft playthrough after mine. Same, back at you, Krendor. And yo, Krendor, I'm enjoying the content. Here, I probably have one of your videos somewhere here. Hey, look, right here. This is the one I watched 11 days ago. Warcraft 3 showed me why Modern WoW feels different. I watched that, and I think I totally agreed with you. So there we go. Hey, what up, Omnivore? Good to see you in the chat. Is our podcast coming soon? Maybe. I was actually thinking about a podcast this past weekend, and I was like, I think I could actually make a pretty good WoW podcast because I've really thought a lot of things through in WoW, and I've played my whole life. So I think I have a lot of takes. I'm not even going to call them correct takes, just like takes that I've come to after playing for 20 plus years. And not only playing for 20 plus years, but having it as my career for 14. And I've really like just thought a lot about these deeper questions within the game. And anyway, I think I could make for a pretty interesting like WoW podcast. But when it comes to like IRL podcast, like the reality is like I'm basically like a IRL peon in a sense. Like I'm still getting there, right? It's a work in progress, and I have a lot to learn. And basically like I don't think an IRL podcast would be that interesting yet. Maybe one day though. I just need to get a little older first and get good, and then maybe an IRL podcast would be fun. But I think a WoW one, I could actually be pretty good at it right now. If you had to pick, who would your co-host be? Esfand? No, Esfand's a noob. Let me think. Like Ampy. Ampy's a pro. Yeah, Ampy probably. Pika, nah, he's a noob too. Yeah, Savix is a legend. All right. Anyway, I want to watch both of these videos.
Just realized I wasn't subbed anymore.
Welcome in.
Busy lol. Good to be back, toe.
Good to be back. There we go. I don't know if you heard my shoulder pop right there. All right. I'm trying to think if I want to watch Classic Plus raids have insane potential or making World of Warcraft game design. I think I'm going to watch both of them, but only one today and probably one tomorrow. Which one sounds more interesting? Raids, game design. Yo, Ben Green, thanks for the member on YouTube. Classic Plus, making WoW, Willy. Raids, Classic Plus. You know what? I'll just do them in the order. People seem pretty split. I'll do the Classic Plus have raids. I'll do this one first because it's first, and then we'll do this one tomorrow. But before we play it, I'm going to play some ads so that you guys don't get interrupted. So I'll see you guys in 90 seconds when the ads are done. Willy. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the other one next. So the stream hasn't lagged as much today, which is good. It lagged twice last week. I called my ISP, or actually I called them. I wrote them an angry letter. So we'll see. Hopefully everything's all good. What's up, brother? How are you doing? Well, Fire Lord Malachi. Malachi, that's my son's name. We are around 1 month from finding out if it's true or straight up copium. Yeah, imagine at BlizzCon, they're like, all right, guys, we're gonna unveil our next classic project, and it's like, I don't know, what could be the what would be the worst classic project that they're working on? Like WoD, but it's obviously not that because they said classic world. What would be the biggest disappointment? I didn't even think about this. No, WoD wouldn't work because they literally said it's in the classic world. Right, which means no, it's not even TBC. It's a classic world.
I've started my league journey again, first time playing since 2019.
Yo, welcome back.
CL League pulled me into normal league.
That's what they're going for. That's what they're going for.
New champions do.
Yeah,
My
same.
brain hurts.
Same. So you guys think mobile classic? That would be the biggest possible upset. Do you guys all agree? That's the biggest possible upset? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that probably could be. Yeah. Well, let's hope it's not that. Anyway, ads should be over. So let's hope it's not mobile classic. Classic Plus raids have insane potential, guys. This is a brand new Willy video. It's been on my watch later for a few days. Let's check it out. Why do Classic Plus raids have such insane potential? If I'm going to answer the title of the video, it's because there's a lot of excitement and lore already there, so it's like something like a Grim Batol has been like sitting there for so long, or like a Hyjal, or like an Uldum. It's like Scarlet Enclave, right? A lot of it was already kind of like designed, and the lore is already kind of there, and the place is already there. It's just like you kind of need to go there and clear it, right? Which is better than just like making something up out of thin air. Like that's why I think Classic Plus in general has such insane potential. But Willy, give it to us.
2026 is very much appearing as though it of Classic Plus, and when this version of the game finally drops, it has some absolutely enormous potential, and perhaps no area more so than when it comes to raiding. Raiding has always been a huge part of World of Warcraft, and personally one of my favourite areas of the game, and when you consider the lore of the vanilla world as well as unfinished concepts that already exist, Blizzard have so many potential areas they could turn into raids. None of these are official or confirmed, of course, they're just speculation on my part, and some of them will be more popular theories which you'll have probably heard of, to some ones which I think personally could fit in the world. So with that said, let's begin. So I want to start with one of the strangest loose ends in the original game. If you've quested through Ashenvale and Duskwood back in the day, you may have stumbled onto a quest chain called the Scythe of Elune. And if you've quested through this chain, you'll know we never really got a proper answer to it. The quest chain starts all the way over in Ashenvale. We are sent into the Howling Vale to investigate the Worgen threat. There you find a priestess named Valinda Starsong had been granted a mysterious artifact called the Scythe of Elune to fight against the demon threat. But after having summoned the Worgen, they found they couldn't stop summoning them. And so Valinda would eventually hear of a mage in the Eastern Kingdoms, Aragul, who had also summoned the Worgen and was planning to take the staff to him to see what could be done about it. However, on her journey there, she met her end in Duskwood at an explosion in Roland's Doom. After that, none other than Jitters would discover the scythe and accidentally summon the Worgen into Duskwood as well. And the quest series just sort of ends there. Now during Legion, of course, we do recover the staff and it's used as an artifact weapon, but there's—
Oh, I didn't know the Legion Scythe of Elune was that same one. I never made that connection. Did you guys? I've done the quest, and then I played Legion, and I saw, like, I just never thought they were the same. Oh, okay.
It's an interesting alternative route the quest could take here. What if the Scythe of Elune did actually make its way to Archmage Aragul over in Silverpine Forest? Imagine a raid on Gilneas with the empowered Worgen and him as a potential final boss, wielding this legendary weapon, which then players could obtain afterwards somehow perhaps. I think just having another story where the Worgen join the Alliance is kind of played out. We don't need to go down that route again necessarily, but a potential raid involving Archmage Aragul, a battle for Gilneas, and the Worgen threat could be something that really ties together a bunch of storylines and gives players an opportunity for a brand new legendary too.
So this is why I think Classic Plus has such good potential. I said it before the video, and I think Willie is saying this exact same thing. No, not pre-watched, by the way. You have these storylines that are already developed. So people are already invested to some degree, and then you can expand upon them. And it's like, holy crap, that's way cooler than just like making something up where no one's invested at all. And the reason this is fresh in my mind is because I just played Warcraft 3. And after playing Warcraft 3, you go play Classic WoW. Well, actually, not even so much Classic WoW, but like TBC. You go play TBC and like Wrath, and it's like, holy crap. You see those cinematics, and it's like, no wonder people are so darn invested. Like, check out Warcraft 3, right? So you have like Classic WoW. People clearly love it. And there's storylines that are already like pretty developed or very developed. And then you can actually finish them or kind of add on to them. And it's like, this is already something people are invested into. So it just kind of owns. That's why, I mean, Classic Plus is a pretty good idea.
Next one I want to talk about could be in Un'Goro Crater, because Un'Goro has always felt like it's hiding something. And in vanilla, the importance of Un'Goro within the world is a little bit understated, and it's built upon in future expansions. In later versions of the game, we find out there's Titan facilities here, and Un'Goro was very much used as a place to create new beings and see what would happen. And that's where there could potentially be some grounds for a new raid here in Classic Plus too. Maybe we could uncover a Titan facility here somewhere. There could be a raid of pretty much entirely dinosaurs, or then again there could be titanic creations that went horribly wrong, as in a raid full of mutants and haywire titanic constructs and that sort of thing. It could also open up a bunch more lore about what goes on in Un'Goro during a vanilla setting and its importance within the world. Next is definitely a bit more of a popular one. If you've ever done Reputation with the Timbermoor Furbolgs, you'll know Timbermoor Hold is one of the strangest and most underused places in the game. It's not just a tunnel connecting Felwood to Winterspring and Moonglade, there is also a second entrance all the way over in Ashara, so there could be speculations that the Hold runs this entire way underground and not just the very small bit that we see. And what a lot of people want to see is a raid where this is opened up. Perhaps the entrance should be in Ashara though, as it is a very underused zone at the moment, and we could...
I don't know, have I ever seen that entrance in Xaryu? I don't know if I have. I've heard it referenced before. I don't know if I've actually been there in game before. Have I seen that? It's hard to miss, really? Where is it in Xaryu? You should have. It's by Timbermaw. There's quests near there. It's like northwest. Okay. Yeah, that would be interesting if they like carved out that whole tunnel and there's just like a massive something underground. That'd be very interesting.
Definitely use one or two more things there. Then again, perhaps Timbermoor Hold was sealed off by the Furbolgs for the safety of everyone else. What if the Furbolg there fell to corruption and they had to be sealed away? We don't know what's happened in there, but it will be very interesting to see. Another faction I'd like to see expanded on a bit more are the Syndicate within vanilla World of Warcraft. They're already a very mysterious faction that we never really find out too much about. As far as we know, they're Alterac nobility who are stripped of their land, and in response to that they turn to banditry and thievery. What's notable is that vanilla treats Stromgarde as a real unresolved conflict too, with the Alliance and the remaining Stromgarde military trying to dislodge the remaining Syndicate members from their former capital, and they haven't managed it yet. What I'd like to see is potentially a raid on Stromgarde as a follow-up from the open world zone that already exists there. Then again, there could be a Syndicate base up in the Alterac Mountains where they've been holding their operations. I think it would be interesting too, because a lot of time raids are against very open factions who are either doing something really bad or who are obviously a problem. The Syndicates are definitely a bit more on the down low, and perhaps a raid on their hideout could have more traps and less focus on just direct boss encounters. The next one's definitely a more popular fan theory, and that's revisiting Ashara again. So you may well know that in early...
So this is the area, I would assume, with the Furbolgs? You guys said northwest? I don't know if I've ever actually like looked here, weirdly enough. I probably have, but I never made the connection that this actually went to that same pass. Huh.
vanilla, there was actually a submerged instance portal set out in Ashara that was speculated to be a raid surrounding the Naga, and the Naga within vanilla are absolutely a very present threat across a whole bunch of zones, so I think it would only make sense for them to be explored in a raiding setting too. As for the setting for this raid though, well, let me just say I doubt it will be underwater. Blizzard have kind of had their attempts at doing underwater content several times over the years in World of Warcraft, and suffice to say I don't think they'll be revisiting it in a vanilla setting.
Bro, like, some people liked Vashir, by the way. I don't like underwater content. I feel like it just doesn't play very well. I don't really like boat content either. I feel like that doesn't play very well either. A lot of people like seem to like it or not like it. Like I don't know. I just like I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan.
Maybe they're putting the one underwater boss, kind of like the Blackwater Behemoth during Ashara's Eternal Palace in BFA, but outside of that I would expect the rest of the raid to be on land, both because I think it will be easier for Blizzard to design and that's just what players prefer. The next one is a raid idea which technically...
Alright, hold on. I need to like go back just a second. My like screen is like freezing or something. Am I lagging? Okay, something I need to like where are we at in this video? Something happened to my screen there. Hold on.
Already exist.
I need to like refresh or something.
2026 is very much appearing as though it will be the year of Classic Plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart my Chrome, I think is what's happening. Dude, I don't even know what's happening. I can see on my OBS that I'm pulling a Chrome tab, but I can't see the Chrome tab on my main monitor. Tech experts, what the heck does that mean? You got your setup cursed by Pika? I hope not. Seems fine now. No, like, you guys can see it fine. My main monitor, I can't see anything on it. We're gonna continue that video, by the way. I just need to, like, I can't actually see it. So I can, like, actually see it through my other screen. Windows, Alt-Tab. This is so weird. What the heck is going on, guys? You guys can't even see anything is, like, happening. Like, because for you guys, it looks normal. On my main monitor, it's just... My main monitor is frozen. I can't see anything. But when I see it in OBS, I can, like, see that I'm, like, doing this. I don't know what to do. Open Task Manager, search for Window Explorer, and click Restart. Restart. Guys, can anyone back this up? I should restart Windows Explorer. Yes, do it, do it. Okay, I don't know if this was like a delete system 32 type thing, so. Dude. I can't actually, like, do that. What the heck is going on? I need to use my other monitor. Okay. Windows... Okay, Windows Explorer, restart, doing that. Bro, you just, like, can you guys hear me? Bro, everything just, like, crashed. What the heck? Okay, no, it's coming back. Okay, I thought you just completely, like, bricked my computer or something. That did not fix it. My main monitor is still frozen. My other two monitors are working. My main monitor completely frozen. Restart your NVIDIA graphics driver. Oh, dude, I just got new drivers like a day ago. Or like a couple days ago. Unplug the monitor and replug it in. All right. From the computer or from the power? From the computer, right? I'll replug in my main monitor. That has to be it. Discord saying power? Oh, okay. All right, unplugging the main monitor power.